ASMR video, and in this video I wanted to sort of bring back once again another thing that I was making videos on in the past, some cool series that I stopped, and that is reviewing TV shows or reviewing movies or something. I thought it was a very, a fun thing, especially, if you're interested in it and you've watched this show and, we can kind of have a little chat about it. So, with that said, leave a like if you enjoyed Stranger Things Season 4, because that is what I'll be talking about. And with that said, let's jump into it. So, for starters, Season 4, absolutely amazing. The editing, all the work that went into it, it was definitely worth waiting. I think it was like 3 years. So yeah, it took a long time, but it was definitely worth it. I'm just going to say outright, because originally what I wanted to do is go through a character list, and I feel like for a lot of them I was kind of like, okay, neutral. Let's just get to the best of the best characters. Steve, legend, kind of worried he was going to die. Also should have warned you. I mean, you should probably expect this if you click on a Stranger Things Season 4 review. There's going to be spoilers. So if you haven't watched it, for starters, I'm gonna just be real with you right now. If you haven't watched it by now, are you even a real fan? That's all I'm saying. Unless you weren't interested in Stranger Things and now you're trying to watch it. In that case, I'll let it slide. But now you know. Well, actually, I don't think I spoiled anything yet. But I said I thought Steve was gonna die. That's it. Anyways, I don't want to be a downer, but there is always next season, so I really hope Steve sticks with us, because he is an amazing character. Now, when I tell you, I had one friend tell me that 20 people would die. I knew that wasn't true. He just started listing the whole cast, and I was like, okay, not that many people are dying. However, I did think it would be multiple deaths. Bro, when I tell you that Eddie was literally, again, this isn't a spoiler, I'm just trying to put some emphatic, I'm trying to express my pain here. The fact that Eddie was the only one who died, and in one season he became the best character, is ridiculous. I literally knew from maybe not the beginning, but I knew he was gone, bro. The second he became the most likable character, I knew he was gone. But I kept holding on, because I said he's too new. These characters have been in every single season, and this guy shows up for one and dies. That's ridiculous. But he did. And we have to talk about this, guys. What the heck happened post Eddie's death? Does anybody even care? Literally. Everybody knew him. Mike was already part of his thing. They've been friends forever. Lucas, they were all... Was it Lucas or was it... I don't know. Dustin was literally... He scared me too. Because at first, it said 2 days later, and he didn't seem upset. And then he had the talk with his, was Eddie's uncle. But you can't just kill off, an amazing character that half the cast knew. Or not half the characters knew, and then put 2 days later. For starters, if you're even gonna disregard Eddie's death, which is disrespectful in my opinion, if you're even gonna disregard it, at least do 5 months later or a year later. That's realistic. You know what I mean? People would be people would probably be a little over it by then. But to say 2 days later, and nobody cares about Eddie's death, nobody's mourning, nobody's oh, he was my friend, he was cool, he died fighting a bunch of bats for us, bro. Disrespectful, again, because he literally is such a good character, and I've seen so many interviews with him, and he is he's honestly amazing, dude. And again, he's somebody, there's always a character that has an accent in real life that you just never, you probably just don't expect it, and he is definitely one of them. I would not expect him to have an accent, but the American accent was not real, guys. It was all just acting. It was all just skill and talent. So, I had to get Eddie's death talk out of the way, because that is just disrespectful to make him the greatest character, make him the funniest, make him the comedy relief, and just the guy it's 2 days later, nobody cares that he died. And he died heroically. Now, I've heard some people say they're holding on for him being alive in the Upside Down. Even if he were alive and unconscious, what's gonna happen to him? Like, seriously. Like when more bats just go to him, or, well, I guess, actually, Vecna's not dead. I was also kind of wondering how they would even end the season, because I knew there was going to be one more season. And I was kind of just like, what happens after this? Like, they really went at the source of everything and killed Vecna, so I was like, what's left? But, if you obviously saw the ending, you know that it looks like the Upside Down is kind of coming to them in a way. So, a very good season, I think they added a lot of, good fear elements, as in, like, a lot of, the clock sound. A lot of people say that is very freaky, and I agree. Good acting, good editing. I want to say, for the sake of Steve and Nancy, I think that is, like, there were so many things left not answered. I get maybe they're trying to save things for season 5, but just seeing Steve at the end look at Robin, when she's, like, flirting with that other girl, I forget her name, like, I was just like, come on, man. Like, Steve's just watching that, and I was just like, obviously he was happy for her, but I was like, bro, Nancy, bro. So, it's weird, because at the beginning, you hate Steve, and you root for Jonathan, right? And then you begin to love Steve again. This is kind of the cycle of Stranger Things. This is kind of how it goes. You start to love Steve. And the problem is, they did something wrong with Jonathan's character. I don't know what they were going for this season, but as you start to love Steve again, as he becomes an actual good guy, babysitter, good character, it's almost like, regardless of Jonathan, like, yeah, I was rooting for them at the beginning, but I'm going back to Steve and Nancy. I want Steve and Nancy. But then on top of just, like, me wanting them back together, Jonathan, his character this season, I don't know what they did. I don't know. I really don't know what happened there. I don't even have anything to say about Jonathan's character. It just made me, like, not really care if, like, because at first I was kind of like, alright, I want Steve and Nancy back together. But then I was like, I kind of feel bad for Jonathan. Now I'm kind of just like, I don't really care. Just break up, So, looking forward to see what they're going to do with him. Argyle, good addition to the show. He only had, like, a few parts, but pretty good character in my opinion. Didn't overdo it or anything. If you didn't know this, he actually does talk like that in real life. Like, I kind of just thought he was putting on, like, this surfer dude accent, but it turns out he actually, like, if you watch an interview, like, he talks like that. So probably a very chill dude to be around. And Will is another one where I was kind of like, not sure how to feel about it, but I'm gonna be real with you. This kid's gone through a lot, and, like, the scenes where he was crying, like, the first time, I'm not gonna lie, I think I laughed because I was watching it with, like, my brother or something. So, like, I don't know, it was just like the way he turned and started, like, crying. I'm sorry, I know some people out there probably were, like, crying during that scene, but the scene where he talks to Jonathan and Jonathan says he'll always be there for him and all that, that was actually a very moving scene. I'm not even gonna lie, that was a moving scene. And I didn't tear up or cry, just so you guys know. I am a man. However, it was very emotional, and I think Will needs to get a hug or something. Will needs something. Moving on to my favorite character. I'm sorry I say this sarcastically. If you're a big Mike guy, I mean, I've never heard anybody say they're a big Mike guy. I'm sorry, I just, like, I don't have anything to say about Mike. I don't think he's a very useful character. Maybe in the beginning, I guess that makes sense, that he was quite useful, but not as much anymore, I don't think. me so much. And the Russian guy who screwed them over and flew them wherever at the end. Wow, I literally know both of their names. It's so close. Anyways, believe it or not, that Russian guy, because a lot of people may be like, well, he's the enemy, he's this, he's that. And I'm not talking about the guy who's friends with Hopper, not that Russian guy, the other one who, was joking around all the time. I think he's a good character. He low-key was funny, like, I don't know, he just had some really, like, good lines, and the fact that he never, like, his character just always was cracking jokes, even when he was, like, tied up or, like, all this. So I think he was a good character. I also think whoever Hopper was with, that Russian guy, again, I can't remember his name either. Maybe I can search it up. Do I have Chrome open? Come on. But yeah, another good addition. Hopper, awesome. Hopper's doing awesome. I mean, he lost 80 pounds, and that buzz cut is doing him wonders. I mean, pretty good buzz cut, in my opinion. Russian guy. No, not who killed Alexei. Russian guy, friends with Hopper. Is that? Dmitri Enzo Antonov. Who's the guy? Tom Woloshka, who plays Dmitri. Enzo. Okay, so Russian guy. Katinka. That's the name of the helicopter, though. Katinka. Yuri, you guys are probably sitting there if you actually are, if you know names and like know the show. I'm sure some of you guys are sitting there like, bro, how are you blanking on this? So Yuri and Dmitri Enzo something Rolanov, that's not it, but close enough. So all good additions to the show, in my opinion. I like the way they took Vecna, because I feel like I heard that people wanted a humanoid villain instead of a monster. I wasn't so sure about that. I didn't mind having like the shadow monster or anything, but I actually do like what they did with Vecna and everything. So that was pretty nice. I guess I think I already talked about character development mainly with like Jonathan and Steve and Eddie. Definitely wanted to hit home about Eddie. Max, I'm not really sure where we are with Max. Now look, Max is great. I'm definitely not saying that I want her to die. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is Eddie is the only one who died. I'm not saying that means Max has to die to like make it right. I'm just saying, like, literally they took the best character. Like, I thought there was a potential for like 4 people dying at the end. The fact that they took the best dude and made him die, literally, if he just lived for another like 20 seconds, if he just didn't do one thing, if he just like literally like after, I don't know what happened after, I don't know if they basically killed Vecna or something like right after that happened, which is ridiculous. Like, he could have lived. That's all I'm saying. So where we lie with Max, I actually don't know, because one of my friends actually told me that when Eleven went in her mind, it was blank, which technically means she's brain dead. I don't really know why they would like have her there though as the potential to live if she isn't going to, you know what I mean? Like, if she would have died, I think, okay, that's sad, she died. But they're like, she's like, we don't know, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird for them to like give you false hope, and then next season they'll be like, episode 1, Max is dead. Like, that would be weird. So either maybe she will die, but she's still gonna play some kind of part. She has like she's gonna come back and she's gonna have like will powers, you know, or not like willpower, like she can just do anything because of the strength of her mind. I mean, willpower is like where Will is always like, oh, he's here, I know he's here, that kind of stuff. So in some way, whether she's dead or alive, I think she's gonna play a part in the season, because again, I really can't imagine them starting episode 1 like Max just died. Like, that's kind of weird. However, she did definitely, those bones are snapped for sure. That was brutal. I really don't remember many names, but that jock who was at the end, who was kind of interfering with Max's thing, I mean, he had to split, I guess, right? He did. Okay, like, if you actually watched the season, that was probably like the funniest joke. I mean, not the funniest, but like, if you actually know what I'm talking about right now, I said he had to split. I'm not going to explain it. You're just going to have to. If you watched it, you know, okay? I'm sure you're dying laughing. It was pretty funny. Anyways, yeah, don't have much to say there. The anger was building up inside me when he was trying to stop. And again, like, when you think from his point of view, he does think he's doing the right thing, but it's just, you can't really feel for him, because like they're trying to defeat Vecna right there, and he's trying to like kill Lucas, or, you know, interfere with Max. But from his point of view, he does think that he's like, you know, doing some demonic ritual on her, which is like kind of fair enough, because like most people don't see demonic rituals happening, so when you do see it, it's kind of like, dude, you're like doing this against this person's will. But yeah, it needed some more explanation, I feel, but I guess there wasn't really time, because that was a stressful moment. So I'm trying to think what other questions I was left with, because I remember texting my friend immediately, and obviously we went right to Eddie. Again, glad Steve's alive. I thought the bats kind of had him there, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think he was gonna die right there, but I thought later something would happen to him. Robin, like here's what I mean. Again, back to only Eddie dying. I like Robin. I don't want Robin to die. However, again, Eddie's the only one who died. But in the trailer and in the show, she says specifically, I have a feeling that it won't work out for us this time. She says that. So at first, I was kind of like, well, what if it didn't work out? But like, it can't just not work out. That'd be horrible if every one of them died, obviously. So then I was like, ouch, she's gonna die. You know what I mean? She's the one who said the line. She says it. She's a weird feeling it's not gonna work out for us this time. She's gonna die. And she didn't. So good thing. I'm just saying again, the fact that Eddie's the only one who died. I'm gonna keep saying that the whole video. But again, very scary. We still have one more season. Every time I think like, oh, thank God, we just juked this. We really didn't. There's one more season. So much can happen in one more season. And again, I really like what they did with these super long episodes. I mean, it just got me excited, because when I watch a 40-minute thing, I know in the blink of an eye it's gonna be over. But to like sit down and watch like a movie's length Stranger Things, I'm here for it, you know. And as much as I didn't like the stretch, it actually was exciting. I'm sure for them it's good too. For those of you who don't know, Stranger Things, for season 4, they dropped like 7 episodes or something, and then they waited like a month and then dropped the final 2 episodes, which were the longest. The last one was like 2.5 hours long. And it was probably good on both sides, because me obviously wanting to watch the final 2 episodes immediately, but the wait for it to build up was a lot better, because I remember being excited for July 1st, not for the Minions movie. Of course I'm excited for that, but for Stranger Things season 4. And for them it was probably good too, because they probably had Stranger Things #1 on Netflix for 2 months, because, you know, they delayed it and everybody was going to watch it on July 1st, as well as when it first released, you know, the first 7 episodes. So it's probably good on both sides. So I kind of feel like I went through the characters. I'm gonna rate this season. Like, I absolutely love this season. Is it weird? Like, I don't know if you can really put the latest season at the high. Like, I don't see why you can't. But like, it feels weird to put season 4 at the top. I have a friend who thinks season 1 is the best. I mean, maybe that's a popular opinion. I think they're all like, they're all like 12. It's just like, it's just not a slow build up. There's stuff that happens, but like, I don't know, season 4 is up there because it's just very eventful. Like, it's all been building up to stuff like this. So, I'd really put this season up there. The only thing I would say, season 3, man. Okay, I'm gonna run through what season 3 had that made it absolutely insanely good. For starters, Billy. Absolutely love Billy. I don't care if he's bad. In the end, he was probably gonna be good if he lived. And even when he is bad, I still like him, bro. I don't know, man. He's just a good character. I love season 3. The retro vibe, the 80s retro vibe, that season 3 is where the mall comes into play so much. That mall looks so damn nice, bro. Like, a mall in the 80s is such a vibe, so I'm all for it. And overall, over all the 4 seasons, like, the soundtracks have been amazing. Just really good, like, 80s hits, really good stuff. So I absolutely love that soundtrack. Like, if you even want to find good 80s songs, I wouldn't even search up 80s songs. I would search up Stranger Things soundtrack, and not obviously like their Stranger Things songs. I mean, like, Stranger Things 80s soundtrack. Just really good song choice. But yeah, I really rank season 4 so high. I don't really know if I put season 3 above it or not. I kind of like, it's funny, when my friend said something about season 1 or season 2, I was just kind of like, I don't even remember season 1 and season 2. That's how, like I'm sure big things happen there. I just like, it's kind of like, for starters, it's probably been years since I've watched it, but also, it's just, you can't really get as eventful as season 3 and season 4 did, I feel. I don't know. But hopefully season 5 is like the greatest. Well, it can't be because no Eddie. That actually is crazy. So season 4 is probably, like, Eddie does really almost make the season. I mean, there's other good elements too, to the show and all. But again, I don't know if I talked. I actually don't remember because I had to refilm this once, so I actually have no idea if I talked about that they skipped over. I did. They just skipped over his death. I have to take a breather because I am getting heated over Eddie, over his death. So sad. I think I kind of covered everything. It was a good season. Dr. Brenner, I was actually kind of surprised at him. He was right. I kind of knew he was right from the start. Telling Eleven to wait and train it out. Would her friends have died if she didn't go? I guess so. There's kind of a point in her leaving that makes sense. But you can kind of see how, in the end, Dr. Brenner was right, that she needed more time, more training. So I kind of knew that. I'm just kind of surprised that he died. I didn't really expect that to happen. I feel like I covered like most of the things that I wanted to talk about. Good season, good editing, good characters. Eddie's death, saddest, like the saddest thing, bro. I really do feel like that's everything, and I don't want to sit here and keep saying so I guess the only thing left to say is let me know what you guys thought. I know I was kind of all over the place, but my mind is just shooting things at me. Eddie dying, this. So I was trying to think of like the characters as well as, past seasons, all this stuff. And yeah, I think that's everything. So the only thing left to say is, what did you think about Stranger Things season 4? Did you watch it yet? If you didn't, why are you here 25 minutes into a spoiler video? Hey, maybe you just want the tingles. I respect that. If you sat through this and got spoilers, or maybe you just don't even want to watch it just to get tingles, I respect you, because at the end of the day, this is an ASMR video. And yeah, so let me know what you guys thought of it. Was it your favorite season? What were the bad parts about it? What were the good parts about it? Do you agree with some things I said? Do you disagree with some things that I said? Do you love Mike? Are you a Mike stan? hey, I don't know. But with that said, I look forward to doing kind of more of these reviews. Hopefully, I do enjoy kind of sitting and talking about, shows. I actually have a show, ladies and gentlemen. If you're still here, if you're still with me, 26 minutes in, thank you for starters. But when I tell you, I'm gonna put you on the greatest, and I mean the greatest show I've ever watched. It's over. It's over. Just get ready. I have to review this show. I love this show so damn much. And I hope you like it as much as me. But I have to review this show because it is just the greatest. So get ready for that. So excited for that. And it's a very underrated show. So unless I'm just gonna say you probably haven't heard of it, or maybe you probably haven't watched it, because it's so underrated right now. It's crazy. And yeah, I'll leave you on that cliffhanger. So with that said, thank you so much for listening. And with that said, I will catch you in the next